This material is from National Open University of Nigeria. My name is Dan Asukwo, your instructor. If you are a NOUN student or from any other universities, this will be very useful for you. Please do well to share it with others as well as on your study groups. Do you want a video of any other GST? If so, let us know at the comment section. If this is your first time of coming across our videos, then do well to subscribe, like, comment, and share for others too to benefit. The following are the likely asked questions and answers for Module 2, Unit 5. 1. What is the primary aim of the search for African philosophy? The primary aim is to establish an identity authentic to Africans and distinct from Western culture. 2. How did Western philosophers historically view African capacity for reason? They historically viewed Africans as lacking the capacity for rational thought and philosophical enterprise. 3. According to K.C. Anyanwu, how can African philosophy be defined? African philosophy is defined as critical reflection by Africans on their experiences of reality. 4. What are some key topics addressed by Western philosophers that influenced their civilization? Topics such as morality, government, politics, religion, and war were addressed. 5. What is the core concept of most African philosophies? The core concept is communalism, emphasizing collective well-being over individualism. 6. How did Western philosophers preserve their works, and how did this differ from African tradition? Western philosophers preserved their works through writing, while African tradition relied more on oral transmission. 7. What is ethno-philosophy and how does it view African philosophy? Ethno-philosophy views African philosophy as a set of shared beliefs, values, and assumptions implicit in African cultures. 8. Who are some proponents of ethno-philosophy and what examples do they provide? Proponents include Placide Tempels, who argued for the Bantu philosophy, and E.J. Algoa, who discussed an African philosophy of history. 9. What is sage philosophy, and how does it differ from ethno-philosophy? Sage philosophy records the beliefs of special members of a community and fluctuates between popular wisdom and dialectic wisdom. 10. Who are some notable figures associated with sage philosophy? Notable figures include Odera Oruka, who defined sage philosophy, and Leopold Sédar Senghor, who embraced a similar approach. 11. How does professional philosophy differ from ethno-philosophy and sage philosophy? Professional philosophy is produced by African philosophers trained in Western tradition and embraces a universal view of philosophy. 12. What are some criticisms of ethno-philosophy and sage philosophy? Critics argue that they may not always meet the criteria for true philosophy and may conflate beliefs with philosophical inquiry. 13. What is the hermeneutic philosophy and who proposed it? Hermeneutic philosophy insists that philosophy in Africa should be hermeneutic in nature, proposed by Theophilus O'Carey. 14. What role does interpretation play in the emergence of African philosophy according to hermeneutic philosophy? Interpretation of symbols of culture like myth, folklore, and proverbs leads to the emergence of African philosophy. 15. Who are recognized as literary artistic philosophers in Africa? Scholars like Chinua Achebe, Wole Soyinka, and Okot Pbitek are recognized for addressing philosophical issues in their works. 16. What historical argument suggests the influence of African philosophy on Greek philosophy? The argument suggests that Greek philosophy was influenced by Egyptian philosophy, which is considered African. 17. How did Western philosophers view the capacity for reason in Africans historically? They viewed Africans as lacking rational thought and philosophical ability compared to Westerners. 18. What is the primary concept at the heart of many African philosophies? Communalism, emphasizing collective well-being over individualism, is central to African philosophies. 19. How did Western and African traditions differ in preserving philosophical works? Western tradition relied on writing, while African tradition relied more on oral transmission. 20. What is the distinction between ethno-philosophy and sage philosophy? Ethno-philosophy views African philosophy as shared beliefs, while sage philosophy focuses on the beliefs of special individuals within a community.